What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Uncut Jaw, are you the only one in here? Uncut Jaw. Why do you want to be a mod, bro? It's too much stress. You don't want to do that shit. You don't want to do that, bro. I'll wait on a few more people to get in here. Hi, guys. I'm in a crazy mood tonight, man. Anybody want to talk about anything, guys? About what a fucked up time we're living in? How about that? Y'all want to talk about that? We're going to talk about that in a minute. You're in a rock star mood, huh? No? mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Fucking, I get on Facebook, man. I got to get the hell off of it. It's so disgusting, man. Everybody just. I've been doing that for the last couple hours. I did some other shit today, but did that. And trying to wash that taste out of my mouth, if you know what I mean. Wolfie, what's up, man? What's up, bro? What's going on in your world, man? Besides the country burning to the ground. I'm going to shut this off for a minute because I got to tell you guys something. Okay? Let's make no mistake about it. All right? Today, Trump said he was coming after our freedom of speech. That's what he's doing. Coming after our freedom of speech. He wants to bring in the National Guard to shut down protesters who, according to the Constitution, have the right to protest. He wants to make these guys the bad guys. He wants to get his big shot. Biggest mistake he's ever made. If he declares the Insurrection Act, it will be the biggest mistake Trump ever makes in his life. Okay? I feel it. I feel it in the air. People are getting ready to do some shit. Like some nasty shit. You know, I see people talking about, oh, well, if they would just be peaceful. They're being peaceful. You haven't seen not peaceful. Okay? You haven't seen not peaceful. When you do see it, you're going to be scared by it. Because here's what's going on, okay? This is the United States of fucking America. You don't govern for one side and not govern for the other. You don't govern for one side and tell the other side you're not welcome here. Okay? I am welcome here. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If anything goes down in Minneapolis over the next coming months, I'll be on the ground covering it. I'm not going to let my fellow Americans die in the streets. It's just not going to happen. I'll fucking die in the streets. And I will do it anytime. Not afraid to die. I will die protecting someone else. So maybe I'm the martyr. Maybe I'm the martyr. Maybe I need to get on the ground and get out there and become the martyr so you guys can wake the fuck up. Okay? Wake up. This ain't red versus blue. It's going to be 99% versus the 1%. Now, if you want to be part of the 1% and protect the billionaires, that's on you. But when we get to their house and take it, and you're there protecting it, guess what's going to happen to you? All right? Americans are sick of the shit. We're sick of 84% of all new income going to the top 1%. That's what this is about. That's what it's about. So don't be a dumb fuck and wind up fighting for the billionaires. Okay? Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to fight for the billionaires and say, oh, you're fighting for Trump. No, you're fighting for the billionaires. So you're either with the 99% or you're with the 1%. Time to choose, people. Pick a fucking side. You don't get another chance. Okay? Because when this gets here, it gets here and it doesn't go away. We have to figure out on our toes how to get our Constitution back and how to get our freedom of fucking speech protected. All right? So, tonight, I want my critical thinkers in here. You know, because, it kind of sucks watching your country, the Constitution, get fucking pissed on and torn up. Yeah, kind of pisses people off, if you know what I mean. But look, be very aware of this, okay? Trump's going to come and go. He's going to come and go. The people who think they're going to live in this country and treat people like shit because they're not white, watch your back. Watch your fucking back, okay? My goal in life is going to be to expose you racist motherfuckers for what you are. I will travel to do it. I will go to your jobs. I will talk to your employers. It's time. It's time. This turning our heads around while everybody types all this bullshit online, that's over. That's over. We're going to start doing investigative reporting and finding these cockroaches and stomping on them. Because you know what cockroaches do when you open up, when you come into the into a room, right? They scurry away. They scurry up under the rope, up under the fucking oven, up under, wherever they can hide. They got to run. That's what racists do, and Nazis. That's what they do. My job is to make sure that when they do try to scurry up under that oven after they've said that disgusting fucking shit online, we're going to expose them to their fucking job, and they're not going to have a job. And they're not going to have a job. Thank you for that. Sorry about that, guys. Got the fan on too high in here. All right, now that's my rant for the night. Okay? So, let's be thinking about that, critical thinkers out there. Are you a part of the CTG or are you not a part of the CTG? What's the CTG? I just made it up. We're the Critical Thinkers Guild. You'll know if you're a part of it. You may be a member here, but if you're not a part of the CTG, then, you're not an inside member. All right? So let's show me over the next few days and next couple of weeks how we're going to deal with these problems that we're having in our country right now. Of people playing dress up, acting like police. They're not police. They're Call of Duty fucking geeks is what they are. Who go out on the streets and want to fucking harass people because they think they got a badge and they can do what the fuck they want to. You step to me like that, motherfucker, and it'll be your last fucking breath you take. You understand that? Any of you want to fucking tell me to shut the fuck up? Watch what happens to you, bitch. I don't play. All right? I'm tired of one side being looked at as pussies. One side being looked at as, oh, the people who never do anything. Guess what? We're doing something. We're doing something. Watch what happens as it gets warmer in Minnesota. Watch what fucking happens. You kick the fucking hornet's nest, and probably too late for you now, Trump. Probably really too late for you. Who's a tough guy? You're goddamn right I'm tough when it comes to my fucking rights. You want to take my rights away? Come do it. Come do it. I want you to. That's what the fucking idiot red hats out there don't understand. You have to live in a fucking country with other motherfuckers, you idiot. You didn't just win an election and you can make everybody disappear, you fucking cocksucker. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And I'm going to start calling it to your face. I'm going to start exposing you in public and calling you out for the piece of shit worm you fucking are. Run, bitches. You want to piss me off, you start talking about my fucking freedom. And what I can and can't do. What rights are being taken away? Due process, already fucking been taken away. Peaceful protest, taken away. He's going to come in there and fucking with his goons and try to fuck with people. Guess what? If he takes his fucking goons in there, it's going to be a fucking bloodbath of goons. Not of citizens. Because a citizen sees another fucking citizen right next to him get shot for doing nothing. Guess what's going to fucking happen, motherfucker? You're going to be in the dirt. That's what's going to fucking happen. We don't put up with that shit. Get your ass out of here, you punk motherfucker. Or come find me, bitch. Come in here talking that shit to me, man. Bye. What freedoms are being taken away? What freedoms are being taken away? Duh! What freedoms are being taken away? Duh! When you can't fucking express yourselves about things you don't like on the other fucking side without getting goddamn assaulted in the fucking streets, that's what fucking shit's getting taken away from us. You understand me? I guarantee your punk ass wouldn't come up to me in the fucking streets with my anti-Nazi fucking shirts on and say a goddamn thing to me. You know why? Because you're a pussy. That's why. You're all cowards. You all type the big game, and then you don't show up because you're a big pussy. I back it up. You say something about me being fucking anti-racist, anti-Nazi, anti-fucking douchebag in general. You can say it, but you say the wrong thing, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Okay, I don't play with that shit. I've watched enough of this video of this good Renee Good getting her fucking head blown off. Okay, niceties are over. They're over. Hardball starts now. Watch what my fucking people do in Minneapolis. You big bad red hats that think you have a million fucking people. You don't. You don't. You're a very fucking small group of people. And you've gotten smaller since the elections happened. With all the bullshit you've done to everybody else. You've gotten fucking smaller and smaller and smaller. You think you're fucking gaining people by what you're doing on the fucking streets? Man. So here's what I think is going to happen, guys. This is simply a prediction by me. Doesn't have anything to do with me, because this dumb motherfucker in the White House thinks there's some fucking group of Antifa. Yeah, motherfucker, it's called Every American Soldier Who Fought in World War II. That's what Antifa is, you dumb sons of bitches. You're all just, you got the IQs of a fucking 4-year-old. I'll be the next Rittenhouse. What's that comment coming from, Wolfie? Seems a little, I don't know, man. We have a real fucking problem in this country. And that real problem has come from the evangelical right. Period. The Pentecostals, the Project 2025 was never a lie. It was always what he wanted to do. Always what he wanted to do. And now he's done it. And guess what? He's gotten to the point now where he has a decision to make. Do I spill the blood of my fellow Americans on the streets because I'm an old fucking dickface who doesn't understand that other people exist in this world that aren't fucking white? You piece of shit. Trump. Yeah, what about that? What about that shit? This fucking moron yesterday canceled $2 billion worth of fucking mental health services in this country. Can you fucking believe that piece of shit? And then what happens? You wake up today, in the middle of the night, they reinstated all that money and didn't tell anybody. You're fucking being conned. Every damn one of you. Yesterday during the day, oh, well, we're just going to take away mental health. Yay! Yay! You stupid fucking idiot ass fucking followers. Yay! No mental health! No mental health help! No help! Yay! Everybody that has mental health problems, they're all black or brown anyway. Or poor. I swear to God, you can laugh all you want to, little motherfuckers, okay? Laugh all you want to. You won't do shit to me. I'll give you my fucking address, bitch, and you can come over right now, and you won't do shit to me. I promise you won't do shit to me. I guarantee you, man. I'll French 75 your fucking ass. Now we're going to play some of my fucking music. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we'll do this. Let me go calm the fuck down. Listen to something I wrote. Something that no Red Hat would ever be able to do because they got no talent. They never have talent. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? All the fucking artists, none of them want to be associated with Red Hat because they have, they're all untalented thumbs, walking fucking thumbs. Look at their profile pictures. Sorry, I gotta drink this beer. Yep. Got to import it. Or, yeah, we got to export it. No, we've got to deport it. We got to deport the beer. Got to deport the beer. It's Mexican beer. I'm starting to wonder where people are going to get. It's going to be a lot of houses that don't get roofed this coming up summer. Yeah. I'm still wondering. We haven't seen that yet. It's going to happen. Because white people don't want to fucking work, right? They don't want to pick vegetables. They don't want to do none of that. But they don't want people picking their vegetables for them and getting paid $6 an hour. Because that's what's taking their fucking money. Yeah. Nothing to do with the top 1% taking 84% of all earned income coming into the fucking nation. Yeah, you heard that right. Top 1% takes home 84% of all new earnings in this country. If you're okay with that, then get the fuck on out of here, man. I don't even want to talk to you. That's like talking to a tadpole if you're that fucking dumb. Alright, I gotta finish this beer and I'll get in a better mood. You see, that guy pissed me off, man. You start fucking talking about my fucking freedom and what you're gonna do, and how you're gonna go violate these people in the streets' rights. No, you're not. No, you're not. The minute another protester gets fucking killed and it's caught on video, and it's gonna be from them being too aggressive. Them pushing people out of the fucking way, acting like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Now, when that happens, give to Caesar what is Caesar's. Oh my God. How's your day, Wolfie?
For some love, find me a woman I can be proud of. I'm going fishing.
Yeah, we can talk about ice. What do you want to talk about? Talk about them. You want to talk about the fucking high school dropout losers who are Call of Duty wannabes, geeks, who this dictator said, "Hey, we'll give you 50,000. Come be on. Come, let me buy your loyalty." You got to make a decision, Mr. Iceman, because you will be faced with a decision on whether or not you want to fucking kill an American citizen for your fucking con man. I hope you make the right choice, because if you don't, all of you might be fucking gone. Understand that.
It's about 11:30. Prime fishing.
People don't just sit idly by where innocent people get fucking murdered in our country. Okay? And none of y'all on here will ever tell me that it's ever gonna be that way. If I hook me a good one, I might make her my wife. I'm going fishing. Where are my people at? I need to see at least one of my people in here. Otherwise, I'm going to come in here and just start fucking deleting people out. I'll gladly become a martyr. I mean, if it means people finally fucking standing up and taking everything back that was stolen from us, yeah, I'll give my life up for that. Absolutely, I'll give my life up right now for that. It's got to be got caught on video, though. You know, we got to catch them doing something really, really fucking disgusting, which they're gonna do because they're dumb. They're really, really dumb. Dumb fucking people. The dumbest of the dumb is what they are. All those motherfuckers are the ones that peaked in high school. That's who you see. When you see these profiles with people with people that are the big Trump head to toe, it's always some ex high school football player who was a star in 1985 and has gone downhill since. Went and took a job, same fucking job every day, you know, and that's okay. You can do that. But you know, not gonna be me. Not gonna be me. You ain't gonna be forcing me to work when I'm not getting fucking paid. If you're gonna get a 9 to 5 from me, you goddamn well better be paying me a lot of money, because I that time's too damn valuable to be dicking around in an office. But you ain't never been able to put chains on me, so. A lot of people don't give a shit. I think most people in life, they just want to kind of coast through life and not have to think about big things. They don't want to have to, don't want to have to make judgment calls or morality calls. They just want to have somebody pretty much tell them, oh, this is bad. This is bad over here. Look at this. This is terrible. Doesn't matter that they don't see that going on anywhere around them. None of that fucking matters. All that matters is what they're hearing. We've reached the point where they've told you not to believe your eyes. If you've read 1984 by George Orwell, then, yeah, you know that's pretty fucking chilling. That they're now telling you do not believe your eyes. When a guy clearly shot a fucking woman who was trying to leave the scene, as she was told to, And again, let's rewind that whole video, because the minute that son of a bitch sticks his hand in my vehicle like that, I got a machete. That motherfucker's coming right off. He has no, there is no law. He cannot stick his fucking hand in somebody's vehicle. Can't do that unless there is some sort of fucking crime that's been committed. No crime committed. So, should have never fucking happened. All right. Ugh. Now, why don't you show me your house, bro? Show you my house. Fucking talking about, dude. What's wrong with y'all tonight, dude? Ask me to show me your house. I swear to God, man, we just, what happened? They put something in the water that just made everybody dumb as fuck. And I know it hurts your feelings to be called dumb, but you know, you're proving it. I've given you hundreds and hundreds of opportunities to prove you're not a dumbass by backing away from this fucking moron con artist, but you won't do it. So eventually we got to call a spade a spade. You're a fucking dumbass. Sorry that hurts your feelings. It's true.
I've been known to snap sometimes, so don't give me no attitude. Cause a dog like me can do what I want, and I do what I want tonight. Don't be afraid to pet me, girl, stroke me with all your might. Cause I'm a low down, real big nasty dog, and I got my eyes on you. Don't try to get me the other way, little, cause I know you want me to. I know that dirty lady, it's getting kinda late.
Where's relaxing?
With a dog like me, you look great. Cause a dog like me needs loving and care, but you think you can handle that. I'll be a big
You left your feeling in the other room when I went live?
Cause I'm a downtown dirty, roughneck dog.
No, I get it, man. I don't even like thinking about this shit, to be honest.
All the things you miss. Bow wow, yo, don't try to run, cause I'm coming your way. Bow wow, yo, I'm writing my tail, cause it's time to play. Bow wow, yo,
I gotta think of something we can do tonight.
bow wow, don't try to change me, I was born straight.
But not until the 90s rap break.
Bow wow, yo, don't try to run, cause I'm coming your way. You can't resist my dog inside, I got a gold chain collar and my dog down pride. You're coming home with me to my big dog house. I'll fix the killers while you're fucking that blouse. Ain't got no rings, but I'm getting that itch to put my legs up high and do my pitch. Bow wow, yo, don't try to run, cause I'm coming your way. Bow wow, yo, I'm writing my tail, cause it's time to play. Bow wow, yo.
Yeah, that's too much bow wowing. All right, here we go, guys. We got today's. You're gonna make him mad. Can't make me mad, bro. Can't make me mad. I only look mad. I ain't mad. Okay, today's happier me thought of the day. All the negativity's gone, washed away, just like that. I took the negativity out with the beer that I just drank. But here we go. Today's thought of the day. I'll have to turn the camera around. Today's thought of the day is this. Got to take off my... Okay, here we go. I deserve all the good things that come my way. I agree with that. I think that if you're a good person, positive people, you deserve all the good things that come my way. Now let's read the back of it. For more empowerment, add this affirmation. I now release all negative beliefs about myself. There you go. There you go. Now, I just pulled that out. I just pulled it out. I didn't pick it. So, you know, kind of interesting, huh? Yes, without thought of the day, don't sneeze while picking your nose. You know, it's early on. Holy shit, I just got a thing here. I have never seen this. I just pulled something up that says top fans. Top fans. Let me see. I got a top fan here that I don't know. Who is this? And then I got another one that I kind of know, but then Wolfie's coming in 3. And then there's Uncut. And then there's T2. 46MD. Nora. There's Swan Song. Swan Song, you're at number 18. Sorry guys, I'm reading something and you're not really, you can't see it because it's on my phone. Dude. Alright, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Let's do another one of those. I like those. These make me feel good. I like them, and I feel like they kind of talk to us. You know, like if I'm or anybody else out there, I feel like that you could be sending me some energy to pick a card out of here that could really mean something. So I'll just do this. We're just gonna pick this one. I don't even know what it is. I like both of these, so I'm gonna keep both of them. I just read the top of one of them. But let's see what tonight's energy brings us, okay? Here we go. I am open to love. Oh man, only if there were just more people that were open to love. Now let's flip it over. Love yourself and you will be the light that others are drawn to. So always love yourself, guys. Always love yourselves. Look, and this is, you know, I'm going to give you a little, what do you call it? A little, we'll call it something. I'm going to give that one a little talk real quick. Love yourself and you will be the light that others are drawn to. Okay? Look. We are a country, a visual country. We always have been. Always maybe will be. I hope we're not, but we have been. Swan, I see you there. I'll read you in just a minute, okay? But sorry, I was trying to read the bottom one. So this is a very important message right here. The one that says, love yourself and you will be the light that others are drawn to and be open to love. A lot of people in this country have a hard time loving themselves, okay? Now, let's talk about why they would have a hard time loving themselves. Let's talk about that. You know, if a person decides early on, they figure out they may be gay, that's, you know, that's a hard thing for them to have to deal with in this country. You know, if somebody wants to express themselves by dyeing their hair purple or wearing a mohawk or doing whatever the hell they want to do, that's a difficult thing to do in this country, this visual country, where people judge like that. They look at you and they judge you like that. You ever heard the one where they say a woman decides in the first fucking, minute if she's going to sleep with you or not? Actually, it might be like 10 seconds. So, you know what it portrays to a woman when they go out and they see your truck in the parking lot with all your fucking negativity bumper stickers, talking about, immigrants, talking about Trump, talking about fuck Democrats, talking about this and that, all over the back of your fucking, your truck. It kind of makes them not want to, a little scared to maybe wear that purple hair or that, or be the person they really need to be. So I'm here to tell you, look at me, okay? This is the way I go. This is the way I go places. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. But I'm damn sure confident in myself, and I damn sure love myself, okay? You guys need to do the same damn thing. You need to ignore society, be yourself. Question authority at every turn. Every turn, question authority. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses, okay? Understand that. I saw this article the other day about how, today I saw it. Oh, Enrique, what's his name? The guy, the big fucking member of the Proud Boys. The one who they think had some organization with January 6th. The one who served all this time and then got pardoned by Trump. Guess what? He's an ICE agent now. He's an ICE agent. Okay? Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. They get behind that badge because they think they can do what they want to with that badge. No. Never let them do what they want to do. You fucking stand up for yourself. I don't care if it's a cop. I don't care if it's a fucking ICE. I don't give a shit who it is. If your rights are being violated, you fucking stand up. We have to stand up, or it's going to keep going. They're going to continue to do it. So that was very important. Love yourself. Fly your fucking freak flag. Get out there. Show everybody, this is me. If you don't like it, walk right past me. Okay? I still live here. And nothing you say or do is ever going to change that. You're never going to get rid of gay people. You're never going to get rid of black people. You're never going to get rid of Mexican people. They're all here. So, if you're a white person and you're so afraid of your culture getting erased, here's an idea. Start fucking. Come on. What are you doing? You got to do it. If you're so worried that it's going to be a world with one color, there won't be white people. They'll be all a mix of a race. I have no fucking problem with that. If you're a good person, I don't give a fuck if you're polka dot. I will hug you and I will love you and I will protect you. Okay, guys? I'm on your side. Don't be afraid to be a little different. Okay, this is America. You're allowed to be different. And we're not going anywhere. Okay, that's that rant. Now I got another one. Let's see if we can make a rant from this one. We won't be doing all rants tonight, okay? I say something positive and I try to connect it with the times that we're going through right now. And they're very easy dots to connect. Have you guys ever thought about the fact that this ICE agent, the last name of this girl that they shot in the face 3 times, her last name was Good. I mean, this shit is like a Hollywood movie. It writes itself. It's so queer that whatever this is up here, whoever you believe is our higher power, is letting us know, okay, well, not only is this Gestapo brown shirt motherfucker going to murder somebody that's innocent, he's going to murder somebody that's innocent, a mother with the last name Good. Nobody else see the irony there? I mean, come the fuck on, man. Somebody's talking to us, and you better listen. It could be Wolfie's God. It could be any of your gods. It could be a combination of the gods, all saying, "Hey, enough of this bullshit." And the thing that's so fucking crazy about it is he's sitting here talking about how he's gonna, he might go and defend Iranians. He's not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He will never do that. He will never put troops on the fucking ground in Iran because he don't give a shit about those people. He don't care about them. He's trying to use this. Sorry guys. I got my fan on too high and it's blowing my camera and there's a board I got it set on. It's the ants, bro. They're God. Hey, I like I said, Wolfie knows I've got no beef with you having a God and talking about your God. And that's fine. You can do all that. Even if I don't believe in it, you have a right to do all that. I'm not going to sit here and trash your God because I don't think your God has anything to do with what's going on right now. I think if you do happen to be a Pentecostal evangelical, and you go to church every week and they're not talking about God, they're talking about Trump, yeah, I think you need to look in the mirror. I think you need to look in the mirror. I saw a thing today. I saw an ad today on Facebook, and it was about a church. And it said that church members go to the safety class. They have a safety class for people that go at a church because they think that people are going to be coming after them. So they want them to be prepared. Look, man, I could laugh my ass off at that. There's a church on every corner in this country. Christians are not being persecuted. They are not being persecuted. What's happening is people are noticing that there's other people out there that need representation, and when they put them on TV and they start getting representation, these people all of a sudden lose their shit. They lose their shit over it. He is a god. Okay, let's read this next one. Again, I haven't pre-read this. I have no idea. I dropped it. But here we go. All right. I'm evolving every day. Hold on. I got to go back and read. Hang on. Before I do that, I'm going to go back and read some comments because I know I missed a lot. Swan Song. I'm only number 18 because I didn't know what to say when you needed to vent. But I'm listening. Just look. Swan, come on now. It's okay. Tell me, please. You know I get angry. You know how I am. But you really don't have to contribute when I'm going off like that. It's okay. I get it. I wouldn't want to step into it either. Because, man, once I get going, it's hard to stop. I'm very passionate about freedom. I mean, I just am. And that's one thing that's always going to get me going, especially when my freedom's being threatened. Yeah, okay. So thank you, Swan. Love one another as you'd love yourself. Exactly, Wolfie. Simple. I'll make fun of those people. Just hit just the hair, not personality. Wackadoodle said, hi, what the hell, Bruce? I'm back. I need bathroom break. LOL, I might have to go black. Thank you so much. All right, I'm kind of getting towards the bottom. I go to church with my guns. He's a god. Nope, free will is what's going on now. All gods are created by man. Oh boy. Donald Trump and Ivana Trump attended a party aboard 280-foot yacht Trump Princess, formerly known as Nebula, and New York City on June 15, 1989. Trump and Epstein's yacht. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you. Whew. Got a good piece of positivity in there. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, this is a good example, okay? This is a good example, guys, of how to deal with racist. All right? Because here's what's going to happen on Martin Luther King Day. Because it's happened to me over the last 5 years. There's always been one fucking nutsack here in the city of Memphis that when I come in or say, oh, happy MLK Day or something, or whatever, just mention it. I always hear one motherfucking jackass who thinks because I'm a white guy that he can say this shit around me, who says, oh, happy James Earl Ray Day. Happens every fucking year in Tennessee to me. So don't come in here and telling me I'm lying. I know what they say. So if you run across that person, this is your opportunity to humiliate them and make them look like the fucking clown that they are. Make them look like the worm that they are, And next time, before they decide to open their mouth and say some stupid shit like that, they'll decide, which they should all do, maybe I should have kept that one to myself. You think? You don't want to talk about MLK to me either. I'm in the city where MLK was assassinated. And when I'm downtown, I go past the spot where he was assassinated every time I'm down there. Great man. Great man. And of course, you know, everybody tried to demonize him after the fact. Over the last few years, all the word came out about he was a womanizer and this and that. Well, you know what? He was a womanizer. Okay. He had a bad trait. I'll take a womanizer who fucking wants everybody to be free and love one another over a fucking womanizer who wants to only fucking take care of one side of the party, of the country. I'll take that any day of the week. Martin Luther King, you had a dream, brother, and I'm going to try to make that dream a reality as best I can. I will protect them. I'm John Brown in this bitch. You don't know who John Brown is, look him up. You don't know who John Brown is, you need to know who John Brown is. Because right now, at this moment in history, America needs a lot of John Browns. We need a lot of them. All right, back to the positivity. Here we go. Let me flip this around so you don't have to look at me. I'm evolving every day and I'm patient with my growth. Okay, now, to anyone out there who does not think that what we are doing here, we are being guided some way, then you need to pay attention to these little things that we do in here. Because you'll see signs of them every day. I picked this one out randomly. Maybe it was for someone else out there, but I also think it's for me. I think this could be for anybody. Any of the CTG should know that this is a very valuable one right here because you're actually evolving. If I say you're a member of the CTG, then you are an evolving person. You haven't decided just to sit still the rest of your life and not evolve and not learn and not try and not care. So consider yourself very, very fortunate if you've considered yourself growing through the years, because a lot of people don't. They stop growing at a certain age and they don't try to progress as a human being. Has anybody ever come up to you and told you, man, you're a lot different than you used to be? If they do that, then you look at them and say, well, yeah, I'm supposed to be. You've changed. Yeah, well, we're supposed to change. We're absolutely supposed to change for the better. No man out there is 100% perfect on anything. If you're not working on yourself, then we have some issues here, okay? I'm nowhere near fucking perfect, but I want to be nice to people. So if you could just change that about yourself, you know, other little things, I don't give a fuck. If you got vices, I don't care. I think you're a good person. People have vices. I still love you. But when you start demonizing other people, I don't want to love you anymore because you're not a good human being. All right, so let me flip this around and let's read the back of it. First, we'll read the front. I'm evolving every day and I'm patient with my growth. Now let's read the back, what the explanation is. Each day brings new experiences. With each new experience, you grow inevitable. You grow inevitably. I can't say the word. Inevitably. I really am struggling with this, guys. I'm not lying. Okay, I'm gonna restart it, and I'm gonna get to that word, and we're gonna push right through it. It's gonna work this time. Okay. Each day brings new experiences. With each new experience, you grow inevitably. See, I told you. Maybe you're not where you want to be yet, but as babies learn how to walk, you also have to do it gradually. Be kind to yourself during this process. Okay, that's a great one. In other words, don't beat yourself up. You know, if you've changed your opinion on something in your life and you look back on it and you don't want to look back on it, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. You got past it. You knew it was wrong, or you knew that you changed. So don't beat yourself up. It's hard to grow as a person. It's hard to tell ourselves, I've been wrong about this. That's probably the hardest thing a human can do, is just to admit that they were wrong about certain things once they see other sides to the story. Right? Take a drink and loosen your tongue. No, so I mean, see, things like this, guys, I'm telling y'all straight up, okay? We need each other right now. You, me, Swan, Wolfie, T2, all you guys. If I didn't mention your name, it's just because those are the ones that pop up automatically that I think of. All very, very important to the CTG or to Gen Express. Well, I'm going to be all right till Republicans are out of office. No woman wants me. Well, I'm going to be single till Republicans are out. That's not true, dude. Wolfie, that's just not true. But I appreciate you saying that, because I mean there have been stories about a lot of women are more empathetic. They just always have been. But Wolfie, if you're like me and you've got a woman's heart, sorry, it doesn't mean anything bad. It's not anything bad. I don't believe that, Wolfie. I think you're. I'm not lumping you into this group of people. When I say evangelical Christians, Pentecostals, I'm not lumping you into that group. Okay, I'm not, because I know you're not. And all you got to do is talk, and if they want to know why you feel a certain way, just fucking tell them. Tell them, be honest with them, but tell them that my heart, I don't hurt people. I never want to hurt a person. If a woman hears that, if a woman hears that, I may have these thoughts and maybe, some people might not agree with them, but me as a person, I don't want to hurt another person. You're in, man. You're in, I promise you. Because that right there tells that woman that, you know what? It's somebody who's continually working on themselves. Because you never know, Wolfie. 5 years from now, you might be an agnostic. You might be, who knows? But you might be just a good Christian. And we need y'all more than any right now. Anything. But I appreciate that little joke. But I don't believe it equates to you, Wolfie. I think you're good people. And you know that. So, all right. All right, tell me about your days, guys. What's been going on? Anybody got any good news for liver cheese today? Has anybody figured out what CTG means yet? The first one here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I've just decided this on the spot. What we are going to do. If I'm trying to find something. All right, I got something for y'all. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to do something special tonight. You pray for America too. I'm so good. Okay, here we go. To the person in here who can figure out what CTG means, I'm coming in here with CTG. 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 I want all my members to feel special, but I want certain members to feel extra special. So if you can figure out what CTG means tonight, then I'm going to send you a present. How about that? What kind of present is it? Well, right now it's this, but it could change. This is Strongman Sam. I'm going to turn the camera around, and we'll look at it together. All right, Strongman Sam. This is a magnetic beer cap holder. Remember the good times. And he's right in there. I've never taken him out of the box. What he does is it's just a little little thing you put up on your shelf. For all you drunkards out there, you can take your bottle caps that's magnetic and stick it on the end of these. See? Cute, huh? I've had that for a while. Okay. So, to anybody, the first person that can figure out what CTG means, children take burritos, CTG. Too many acronyms, oh so cool. I've been trying to figure it out since you first said CTG. Come to guys, can't get gay, come to God. First word, critical. Critical. Critical TG. Critical. Hopefully that helps somebody. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Critical thinking blank, critical thinking group, critical thinking government. You're close. You're so fucking close. Two of the words are correct. Critical thinking. What's the G? It's not group, but it's close. It's a more intelligent way to say group. Not a more intelligent way, a more close, a more medieval way of saying something. So we got critical thinking. Let's get the last one. Critical thinking Gen X. No. Generation. That's a good one. Sword. 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 Table. Critical thinking gentleman. Critical thinking gallery. Holy shit, you're all around it. Come on. Yes! Wolfie. Critical thinking guild. Guys, we're a small group right now. Okay? So this small group, when and there's only 4 of us, and tomorrow there'll be more of us. And when there are more of us, you guys will be able to go CTG here. And I'll be able to know that you're old school as shit. Critical thinking guild. Absolutely correct. It was running through my fucking head over and over and over and over and over. CTG. CTG. So that'll be our throwback slogan for the new ones coming in who don't know. We'll have to see if they're CTG. If they're not CTG, then they can still be in here, but they're not a critical thinker. They're just watching. I want people to watch too. You know what I mean? Good job, Wolf Eyes. Oh, but great job. Y'all like that name? I mean, is it okay? Critical Thinking Guild? I don't know why. Maybe I was watching something on TV that was Game of Thrones-ish or something. I don't know. But, so, what we'll do right now, if I have a big enough marker, we'll do this. All right, there it is. I fucked it up, of course. All right, so you can't see it very well. I'll fix it up. But forever on my back wall back here is going to be a CTG up here. You can't really see it in the camera, I see, but I will definitely make it be seen, and people may see it sometimes and wonder what it is, and we're never going to tell them. Okay, it's going to be our secret, unless we decide to let them in. Not buffering here. He is vandalized. I wasn't messing with Iron Maiden. It was on the side. It was vandalizing my wall. Yeah, I can write on my walls if I want to. Fuck authority, right? I'll write on my wall CTG. So it's gonna look better next time. I'll get some stickers or something to make it a more permanent thing. You should all feel extra special because you're critical thinkers. We are starting to be rare. People don't like to ask those questions, those painful questions. And Wolfie, I got something for you, man. You were talking about how, that comment you made about, well, I'm in the South, people are going to think. Yeah, it is my wall. It worried me. Wandering band of gypsies. There you go. Now, and Wolfie, one day, man, we're gonna have a special episode in here where we're gonna talk race strictly, and I get it. It's a heavy topic, but I want to tell you guys my story about how, when I was younger, I think you could probably consider me a racist. Not in the sense that I would hurt anybody, but I just had some growth. I had a lot of growth through the years. And I look back on, and I'll tell you the story. I think it's a truly fascinating story about how I de-racist myself or made myself anti-racist, not racist. It was a long process, and it's a good story. It's a very, very good story that I want to share with y'all one night, and I want to make it a long episode because I want to know if other people have experienced what I did or how I felt, and when you hear the whole story, you can kind of figure out where it all clicked into place for me. And I'm proud of that story, but I'm not proud of it. Because I did it. I did something. You ever do something in your life that you look back on and you're like, man, that's one thing that why did I do that? That's not me. Why was I drawn to that? I mean, why did I come to that point? How did it get there? I may be a little different, but I look back on past experiences and want to build and figure out what I did wrong, what I did right, how I can make it better next time. So yeah, we'll have that conversation. It's going to be a good one, I promise you. I don't like racing. Does that make me racist? It's a good one. Think I might have the same story. Relaxing, what's up, buddy? I have a serious question. I hope y'all don't judge too harsh about it. I love Martin Luther King Jr. Go Swan, what is it? Yes, Swan, what's your question? We won't judge you. We won't judge you. We all wait patiently on Swan. Swan song. When I said the N-word and thought everyone said it because my family did, Yeah, yeah, yeah. Swan, relaxing music. I'm not going to leave you hanging there, brother. Okay. You prompted my story, but I want to hear what's going on with our girl here. Message held for review. A couple years ago, I was. Y'all are gonna have to listen to this, okay? Because the moderator took it down, probably AI. But let me see. A couple years ago, I tipped my toes in dating, and a friend of mine wanted to start dating. We were video chatting one night, and I saw his tallywhacker, and just the sight of it, I didn't peruse dating. Swan. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Now, I have a lot of follow-up questions, clearly. Hopefully I asked the right ones. I know the guys out there are like, you got to ask her, you got to ask her. So, okay, hold on. I grew up in the projects. I have the right to be racist. I was the only white kid. I'll tell you something about that too. I'll tell you something about that too. Swan, that's okay. He's black, and I'm worried it was because I'd never seen a man with that color of tallywhacker. Does that sound racist? Well, let me ask you this. I don't have to ask you. I don't have to ask you. I will tell you this, in defense of my white brethren out there, we have what's called a grower and a shower. Two different things. And the thing, black guys, I'm sure we've all seen a porno or two, they show. I mean, they don't really, ours grow, theirs shows. I'm not saying I could hang with that. I'm just saying I work well with what I got, okay? And, sometimes too much, right? Right? If we're being honest here, right? Right? Come on, don't leave me hanging like that, Swan. Sometimes too much, right? Should have told Maria to cover her ears. Is Maria in here? Oh, gee, holy shit! I did. You changed your picture, I think, so that's why I wasn't recognizing you. Yes, please. Yes, yes. They get erectile early in life. Could be. Well, we've seen we're not going to get into that. That's the thing. We should, but we're not going to. But that's a real bad fucking thing for this country. That whole thing. It's not good. Oh man, men just guys, we're so much more than just penis size, okay? Just like women are so much more than boob size or ass size or whatever. But men, we have such a fucking problem with it, man. It's like, I don't care if I was somehow in some kind of room having an orgy or something. It probably wouldn't happen. But if I was, and there's a black guy next to me, and he comes over, and I see him, and I see me, you know what? I'm just going to be like, hey, I do a lot of things well. I don't know, just guys, that's not. It's a cruel joke for men, I think most guys are okay. Okay, I think that most guys just sometimes you may not feel you're okay because you may watch a lot of pornos and stuff and may think that this is what it's all supposed to be like. Relax, guys. Relax. Okay, sex is sex. Sex is sex. You got to have that connection. If you don't have that fucking connection with somebody, then sex don't fucking matter anyway. And I'm going to tell you this also. If you have a strong enough connection with somebody, and you have a 3-inch dick, okay, maybe 4 inches. Maybe I won't say 3. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. because that connection with that girl, you're going to be able to satisfy her. All right. That's one thing that I've always wondered. You know, guys ask about their girlfriend's past and stuff. And I've always been like, I don't really care, you know, because I know what I have with a person, and emotional connection is going to get her to where she needs to be, if you know what I mean, a lot faster than a giant penis. Okay. And I'll stand behind that. I will stand behind that till the day I die. And I know everybody's like, "Oh, you're just saying that because you got a little one." No, dude, I'm okay. All right. I've never bragged about it, but I'm not ashamed of it either. So I would assume I'm about average. You know, I don't really care. Because if I have that connection with somebody, that shit ain't gonna matter. You know what? I'm gonna lay her down, and I'm gonna get her. She's gonna do that because that connection. It's that mental thing. Have you ever been fucked in your mind? Sorry about that, Marie and Wolf Eyes. Have you ever, or Wolfie, especially Maria, but have you ever actually had someone who it can be done? You know, you can meet the right person and they blow you away up here, and they make you see things in a new way and see things in a new light, and it's almost as good as a good fuck, you know, a good sex, a good intercourse. That's all I'm saying, guys. Have some confidence in your abilities up here are going to lead to confidence in your abilities other places, right? I think. Does anybody give me a heart for that? I think. And somebody, don't leave me hanging. How many tried to get you to with Maria? Get with you, Maria. Like 3. Cover your ears, Maria. All right. No, hey, I'm going to lay it bare for you guys right now. Okay. Now, if 6 months down the line we have 15,000 viewers, if something like that happens, there is a chance, you know, that I might repeat this story. I think it's a valuable story. I really do, and I hope you guys get something out of it. And I want to say it now. I wasn't going to say it, but I want to say it because Relaxing kind of, you know, he kind of let me know, you know, we've all done stupid shit, you know, but it's hard to get it out sometimes. If you can't hit the G with the Wii, then you better have long fingers, lol. or a lot of batteries, you know. You know, hey guys, I mean, toys don't have to be just for her. You can help out, right? Okay, but anyway, Jesus, where'd that come from? All right, I'm gonna lay bare my my racist story real quick. I can't hear, but can type duh. Or touring. Here we go, guys. Okay, so I mean, growing up, I grew up in you know, I'm in Memphis, so I was in some black areas. I grew up in black areas, but I never really knew what racism really was until one day when I was, my mom didn't have a lot of money, you know. She was divorced from my dad, and we were in some apartments out here, and they were not great apartments, you know. They were known for having a lot of crime and things, and known for having a lot of black people. Okay, so I lived over there, and I met a guy named Billy. I'll never forget him. He's a good kid, and me and him just started hanging out. I didn't think anything of it. It was just really cool. He was like a super cool dude. I didn't even think about race or anything like that. Well, I came home, and my mom, after Billy left, looked at me and said, kind of whispered, "What color is his mom?" You know, like, but she said it in a way like it was secretive, you know, like did you see the mom and dad? You know, like it was something bad or shameful. Well, Billy was the product of a black dad and a white mom. And that was my first introduction to how people can be racist and not even really think they're being racist, you know? But I was like, why? Why does it matter? You know, I was a kid. I didn't care. Kid was cool as shit. We hung out. We were fun. We were great friends. Great friends. And you know, it kind of hurt as a kid to know what am I doing something wrong? Am I, you know, this part of the story is okay, guys. Trust me, there's a bad part coming up. So that's when I first saw it. And then I went to schools. I was lucky. I went to schools 50% black, 50% white. Very rare. You'll probably never find those again. They're probably gone, which is a shame. It's an absolute shame. Because, man, we all got along together. We fucking took care of each other. But there was one key to that, okay? The blacks and the whites, we at our school, I'm telling you, I ran on the track team, dude. I was one of 3 white guys on an all black track team. And we all loved each other. You know, we all joked about it and made, you know, had fun. But the thing was, we would protect each other. You know, if another school came in and tried to fuck with a black guy from Raleigh, you know, and we all knew the black guy, we'd go, you know, let's fight. You know, that's the way we did it back then. If it was something really bad, but we didn't use it. We didn't use pew pews. You know, we used these. We didn't use pew pews. So, and if a white guy, you know, Bartlett came over and jumped on a white guy, then, you know, they would jump in with us and we'd go kick their ass. You know, it's just what it was. We were together. Now, there's a big stipulation there. Big stipulation there. You did not show up with a white girl if you were a black guy or a black girl if you were a white guy. You just didn't do it. It was one of those things. It was an unwritten rule. We're all cool with each other. Just don't date our girls. That's the way it was. Did they know that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But it was an unwritten rule, and they didn't like it either. You know, they didn't like it if a white guy is dating a black girl. Maybe they. I don't know if they didn't like it or it just wasn't. It wasn't. It was frowned upon by society. You know what I mean? So I mean, I got good and bad out of that, out of my high school. I loved being able to be with people of a different culture, totally different background. Now, Wolfie, what you said, I know what you're talking about there, okay? We had a school called Tresvent that was down the road from us, and they would bus in a lot of their students. Now, Tresvent, to our school, Tresvent was really, it was like probably 90% black. And I knew a couple of guys that went to school there. And they told me they got their asses kicked. And, you know, I want to ask so many more questions like, well, why? What was the situation? Did they just didn't like you because you were white? Look, man, racism can go on both sides. There's no doubt about that. However, you know, one side has a little more reason to be a little bit racist sometimes, I would say. I mean, let's be honest, okay? So, anyway, back to the story. A lot of those guys I keep up with to this day on Facebook, and I actually give a shit what they think, the black guys. I give a fuck what they think in this city, you know, with all the craziness going on. I want to know, how do you feel safe? Do you feel, you know, and we still communicate, and we're like brothers. But as I got out of high school and I went into college was all good. I didn't have many black friends in college. Not by choice. It's just who I was around at the time. You know, it's not like I was going out. We got to get a black friend. You know, it was nothing like that ever. I'm going to read your long comment there, Swan. I know it's important. Don't let me forget it, okay? But I'm on a roll here. So I hung around a bunch of dudes who, you know, when you're not around, like when you don't have like, you may have black acquaintances or whatever, but they're not close friends. They're more apt to come into your house and tell you a black joke or, you know, say this or that or use the N-word. It was just what what they did, and it was kind of accepted. Well, you don't go out and you don't hate those people because of it. We're just laughing about it. Doesn't make it right because we weren't doing cool stuff. We didn't know those people. Now, I don't want you to think that I was ever like, oh, the N word, the N word, the N word. It wasn't like that. It was never like that with me. But the one incident I talk about that I look back on that really kills me to this day, that I think about, and I wish I could find the guy. I really do. We used to go to a club, and it was a country club, but they had one side that was all country and one side that had the dance music. So, and we always went over to the dance music, and they had a black DJ over there. And on the other side, they had a white DJ playing the country music. And this particular night, we were over there, and I was weird because I liked to dance when I was 20, 23, 24, 25. We would go out and just fucking dance, If we got a girl, we got a girl. If we didn't, we didn't. We still got a buzz, had a great time, But my dad had passed really recently, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months before. And I hadn't been out. And I went out to this club, and we're in there trying to dance, and they keep playing. They're not playing the kind of music we want to hear. They're playing like we want to hear. I don't even remember what we wanted to hear, but they were playing like it was really rap heavy, like gangster rap heavy. And they had a playlist. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys here. They had a playlist that you could go up and sign on the thing. I've only told this story to 3 people, maybe 4 in my life. But I'm not scared of it anymore because I know the person I am now, and that means that I can admit to those things from back then, and I'm not proud of them. I'll never be proud of them, and I'll probably never be able to make them right, but I can talk about it, and because I'm not that person anymore. So anyway, I went up to the list, and I put something really nasty on the list. It was something like "Stop playing this N music" or something. I put something on there that had the N word, and it wasn't nice. And I, it was hanging on it was a request list. It was hanging on a sheet outside the DJ booth, and I'd signed it. Of course, I ran off immediately, as I should have. And I came back over there 10, 15 minutes later, and I noticed the DJ, he was looking around a lot, and he was looking around. He had obviously seen what was written on the thing, and he kept looking at me. It was like he was looking into my soul. And I immediately felt like a fucking hill that night. But my friends grabbed me, and we got out of there, and one of my friends was like, you don't beat yourself up. You're going through a lot right now, because I'd lost my dad. No excuse. No excuse. But anyway, I beat my fucking self up for weeks after that. I was like, that's not me, man. That is not me. Why the fuck did I do that? Was it the alcohol? What the fuck was it? It bothered the shit out of me. Okay, so fast forward. I'm moving to Nashville. I'm 32, 33. Moving to Nashville. Still have that little stigma about how I like black people, but I don't really like it when I see them parading white women around, because to me it looked like they were kind of using them as trophies and things like that. I used all the the things people use to justify being a hateful person. Moved up to Nashville, and I met a woman, or my roommate. I'd never met her before. I found her on roommates.com. Okay? And talked to her on the phone one time before I moved up there. She knew nothing about me. I knew nothing about her. Which was really cool and exciting, So I got up there and I met her, and newsflash, she turned out to be a pretty girl. Which I was like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do now? What am I going to do? Because if she's attracted to me, and I think she's pretty, and she had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend was a knob. He was just young. He was younger than she was. She was like, I don't know, 26 26, 25 maybe, and he was 19. She was dating a younger guy, and he was a fucking, I mean, I love the kid, but he was just, didn't have a lot of sense. He never thought I would be a threat. I don't know why he didn't think that, because at the time I was a pretty good looking dude at the time. But he knew I was a good guy, you know, and he knew that I wasn't going to, you know, mess around with her. But, you know, things happen. I didn't mess around with her, but we got close, you know. We talked about a lot of things. And what I learned about this girl is that she had only dated, or she had just got out of a relationship with a black guy that she had dated for 3 years, who treated her like total shit. And she just kept taking the abuse. And we had a talk, you know. I talked with her about things, about what is it, what attracted you to him, you know, and the way she talked. And she told me one time, she said, because we made a joke because she's dating Patrick, he's a white guy, you know, and she had just been dating a black guy for 3 years. So I kind of brought it up. I was like, well, how'd you wind up with Patrick? You know, if you were with a black dude for that long, you know, what did you think the first time that, and she made a joke. She was like, oh, he pulled his pants down. I was like, what the fuck? And she was joking about it. She was just joking about it. But then, you know, she could kind of see that joke kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, I think. And we had a heart to heart later that night. And she told me, she said, you know what? She said, it has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Any of it. Doesn't have to do with sex. I'm not a size queen. I've never been that kind of person. She goes, I just thought I loved him. I really thought I loved him. And it something clicked in me there. I was like, okay. But then I also pushed her forward too, because he treated her like shit. It wasn't about him being a black guy. It was just he treated her bad, you know? But, you know, she kind of made me help me realize that, hey, what do you see out there on TV when you see a sports guy with a supermodel blonde, you know, and it looks like, oh, they just got a trophy wife there or something? That's not always the case. Sometimes it is actual true love. I mean, it really is. It really is. People, amazing as it sounds, you know, that a white person could really fall in love with a black person, or a black person could really fall in love with a white person. So that helped. That helped to get me to a place where I needed to be mentally, to really understand that I had a little bit of racism there that I wanted to get rid of. But the thing that really put me over the top. Now, this is the important part, guys. If you're sleeping or whatever and have been bored by this story, please listen to this last part. And I will scroll up and read your comments. I've told you guys all my life that I've always looked for signs. I've always looked for, if the wind's blowing this way, sometimes I'll let that wind take me that way. If I feel like it needs me to be over there, that's where I need to be right now. And that's why my channel is such a potpourri of content, you know, because one day I might decide to make a funny video, and one day I might decide to try to make a video about dogs. One day I might try to protect somebody on the streets. I mean, it's going to be choppy for a while until we can get something that's really honed in. Okay, but last part of the story. I was in Nashville and I was broke off my ass. I had moved out away from the girl I told you about. I'd moved out into another place, and no, I might have still been with her at the time. But I was broke. I mean, she didn't make a lot of money. I didn't make dick. I moved to Nashville and took a job at Bass Pro Shops. I just wanted to write. I wanted to write music, and I wanted to put it out there. And that's what I did. So, but the point was, we didn't have money. Some weeks we barely had, you know, $15 to spend on ourselves. I mean, that's just the way it was. It's the way what you had to deal with. And I know a lot of you motherfuckers out there deal with that. So I'm not crying about that. But I had $10. Wait, was it $5 or $10? I can't remember. I don't know. I had a certain amount of money, and I went into a store and I needed to get something. I really needed it, and I didn't have the money to get it. And I just remember thinking to myself, Why am I fucking struggling so much? You know, why? I mean, I work hard, and this sucks. And I was angry. I walked out of that store. I remember I was pissed off. I didn't have enough money to buy something. I can't, I swear, it doesn't even matter what it was. That's not the point. Because here's what's happened next. I was walking out to the car, and I'm angry. You know, when you're angry, and I see a black guy, and he comes walking up to me, and he looks like he might be homeless. And he's coming up to me, and I'm like, motherfucker, if this son of a bitch comes up to me and asks me for money, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. And I was so ready to just pounce on this guy for, here, take my last 10 fucking dollars, you know? But he comes over to me and he's like, sir, sir, sir. And I'm getting ready to just, I'm ready not even to give him a chance to talk. I'm ready to cut him off and tell him, fuck off. I don't have any money. I'm broke. You're coming to the wrong guy for that. Look over, and he's got his hand out. He said, you dropped this. And it was my last $10. I was very, very upset with myself because I was about to go off on this guy, automatically assuming that he was a homeless black guy coming over to fucking ask for money. And that's terrible on my part, you know? And it was like a smack in the face. Like, wake up real quick. And I thanked the guy, and I think I sat there and I got a little emotional, and that was the moment. That moment right there, my last $10, very important to me. He came over, gave it back to me because I dropped it, was my point where I told myself, I will always judge people from the moment I see them instead of doing this snap judgment of looking at somebody and knowing that that's who that person is. And it also, made me look at race and things a lot different. And I started, when we got out of Memphis, we got to some areas that had like very, very educated black areas of town where we put our escape room. It was in a black part of town, but it was educated black people, very highly educated, made a lot of money. And I'd never seen that, being from Memphis. I'd never really seen that. So I saw it down there, and I saw it in Houston. I saw it in San Antonio, and then I saw it to some extent over in Pensacola. And I come back to Memphis, and Memphis is starting to get that. It's all about education, and you can see it with your own eyes. You're like, all this bullshit that they put out about races, about this race only does that, and this is the reason their crime numbers are so high. Man, it's just nonsense, most of it. There's some truths to some of it, but that you have to look at why those truths are there. And since then, I approach African American, whatever you want, if you want to call them black. I used to wonder about that. Should I call them African American? And I used to make a big deal out of that. But I don't think they give a shit, really. I don't. As long as you're a good person to them, and you can call them black. They're okay with black. Black's not most of them, not all of them. There's always going to be people who aren't. But most of the time, I just call them brother now. I just say brother. And I'm proud that I can say that. Because if you say that to a black guy, sometimes they're going to look at you like you're fucking crazy, or they're going to look at you like he's one of us. You know what I mean? And I feel like I am one of them. I feel like I am. And I want them to feel like they're one of me. They're one of us. Maybe we'll get to that day where we don't prejudge people like that. And we even still do it. Sometimes I'll do it. I'll get pissed off and say something. But you're just never going to see me fucking go up to somebody and intentionally hurt them to their face because don't look like me. It's just not going to happen. I see people come into the bins all the time, purple fucking hair, orange. And I get what you're saying, Wolfie. Sometimes it's funny. But if you think it's funny, just keep it to yourself, You don't have to. I see people walking, making noises when they walk past them, what's that? Saying out loud where they can hear them. It's like, dude, you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to be fucking extra like that. Just live your life. They're living theirs. Um, I'm going to read some of these. I got very far behind, but really that's my story on that, guys. And hopefully, I don't know if any of you guys have experienced those kind of thoughts or processes in your brain. How have you worked through it? Have you made progress on that in your life? Hold on. What sex? Gen X, my birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Maria. You're still swag, wolf eyes. That's Tinder now, lol. We see you, Maria. My birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to Maria. Happy birthday to Marie. Happy birthday to Maria. Happy birthday to you. And many more. God willing. No, congratulations. I'm happy for you. Happy birthday. Girl, he knew had a black boyfriend that abused her. Girl, he knew. Yeah, then that's what happened in this situation too. But he was a real piece of work, you know. But she loved him. She did. And you know, it would be like my daughter, you know. And I know everybody. Oh, what would you do if your daughter? Man, dude, I'm going to tell you what I'd do. I'd look at her and I would look in my daughter's eyes, and if she looked happy to me, and I would be able to tell, I would say, honey, you have my blessing. Do what you need to do, okay? I want to see you happy. It's all about happiness. You're going to be reading for a while. Your past roommate is correct. It's not the size at all that counts. It's how someone treats you and the connection and the vibe between each other. Agree 100%, Swan Song. My birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. Oh, we see it. Gosh. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get to you again. Happy pre-birthday, Maria. Happy birthday, Maria. Thank you, guys. I might be a woman. Wolfie. Just kidding. My birthday, I'm dancing now. We all have misjudged at least once in our lives. My mom got married yesterday, said hi. Ever since I was little, like 4 or so, I would be in the store and people watch. I played a game with myself to find something wonderful about each person I see, either their smile, their outfit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's the message right there. I pinned that one. That's great. That's amazing, Swan. I need to do that. I might, you know what? So I might do that tomorrow. That sounds like that would be the only thing is that would be a hard thing for me to film. I can't just be sitting on a bench just as they're passing by in a mall, you know, because I could get kicked out of a mall. If it was on a public sidewalk, I could. Hold on. Thank you, Wolfie. I appreciate that. That's a really cool thing that you did that. That you would find something good to, and I do that, Swan, as a practice. I don't know if anybody else tries to do this. I used to. It's an old sales technique. I used to use to sell. I used to sell golf clubs, and I would use that. I would use. It's called disarming. You know, you disarm someone when they would come up, and you pick out something that you see about them that you like. It could be their shirt, it could be their shoes, it could be clothing, it could be their eyes, could be their hat, could be their hair, it could be anything. And you mention it, you say it. Oh, I like this, and automatically you've disarmed them. You know that now they're not in there like, oh, this guy's just coming over to sell me something. You know, oh, he commented, oh, he's cool, he thinks I'm cool. You know, but I carried that on, and I've tried to use it just in the public, and I find myself doing it just randomly. Like my wife will look at me sometimes like, but did you just say that to somebody? And sometimes I think that too. But I'll look over, and if I see something I like about somebody, I'll say, man, I like your hat. Sometimes I'll just say, I like your style, you know? Like sometimes we'll have these fucking, these older black guys coming at the bins, and they're always fucking dressed to the hilt. They got the nice hat, suit, the pins and shit. I mean, looking fly as fuck. And they'd come in there, and I'd be like, I dig your fucking style, bro. And you know, and when you say something like that, they're going to remember you. You know what I mean? So he came up to me next day. He's like, hey, what's up, man? What's up? You know? So it's a simple thing to do. It doesn't cost us anything to admire something about someone else. So good on you. Mexican can't stand blacks. It would be hard to get them in the same room. I've heard that. I've heard that. I can't really. I'm not going to say you're not wrong, Wolfie. I've heard that. I haven't really experienced it too much myself, but I'm also not educated enough on that to really make a call on that. So, but I appreciate that comment. I know, easy way to offer free food. My birthday's tomorrow, but I still play my game each time I'm out in the world. It trained my brain to look at people positive before seeing any negative. Yes, yes. I call every man man because we're equal. I call them every lady darling because I'm Southern and they're darling. Well, you know that's one of those minefields that it depends on how you say it too. You know, I mean, people don't understand that context is everything. You know what I mean? It's like people just forgot that. It's how you say it to certain people. How many times will we trip over words counting now? Yeah. You screw you guys. You got a little insight. You're like, damn, if he's not going to play a game tonight, we're going to play our own game. How many times is he gonna screw up words? Thank you. I'm glad I can be some entertainment to you. Honey made me laughing. I was telling you. Sorry, you are talking amongst yourself. Picking out something about me makes you suspicious of your intentions. You might be a loony. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be like super extra about it. I'm not going to come up and go, oh my God, your shoes. You know, it's going to be an in passing kind of thing, you know. Like, I like your hat, you know. It snaps people out, is what it does. People seem to be in this little zone where they're focused on, I'm going to get inside the grocery store, get exactly what I want, and get out. You know, and I understand that. But there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do something like that, just by saying, cool hat, man, you know, or whatever, it kind of snaps them out and makes them realize, oh, we're in public. Which we need to do a lot because a lot of people forget they're in public. Drivers. I can tell that bonus point to tell the person you see that, wow, you smell great, or pardon me, you have a gorgeous smile. But I think as a female, it comes across better than if a man does it. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. I mean, we have to be. We got to be real careful. I find myself struggling with that sometimes. You know, I'll comment on if I see a younger girl that's got on like a cool fucking, just a really cool shirt with a cool graphic I like. You know, and I come over and I mention it. You know, and maybe it's a band I like or something. I mention it, and it's cool as hell, man. And, you know, start talking a little bit about the band or whatever. You got to be careful because some people might think you're just, you know, trying to flirt with somebody. Generally not the case with me. I mean, it's not that I don't. I think everybody flirts a little bit in life, don't they? Hold on. You read a lot. You read all a lot. You read a lot. CTG, we have to do thinking now. But I do that too. Speaking of hat, what are you wearing? It's my that's our area code. It's Memphis 901. Yeah, I've had people cry with smiles when they say thank you, which breaks my heart because they must have had a hard day or week. True. Oh, cool. And never underestimate what the smallest little thing that you can do, how big it can be for somebody. I don't know if hold on, let me read this. Me caring about people is what got me fired from Bank of America. Come on, Wolfie, what happened? What happened, man? What happened? That ain't gonna work. One of my friends' mom used to say, Melanie, you don't have to flirt with everyone. Then my friends would say, Mom, she's just really nice. Yeah, and that's it's difficult, isn't it, Swan? You never know, man. I've talked to somebody before, like I've been out or talked to somebody just talking in passing, and went back over to maybe a group of friends that I was hanging out with, or not friends, but fellow pickers at the bins. And I walked over to them, and they're like, "That girl's flirting with you, man. Did you not see that?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" No, she wasn't. She was, dude. She was all into it. She was touching her hair. I'm like, dude, I ain't here for that. I'm here. I'm here to pick up to pick up Nintendo 64s and Coke refrigerators, and to make a little bit of money. I've been here for a while. My mom's pronounced Melanie. My name's pronounced Melanie. Melanie. Why? Wait, I call you Swan. I was talking to Maria, or were you talking to somebody else? Okay. Oh, I got a couple of things for y'all. Wait, I was going to come back to something. Yeah, Wolfie, let me know what you're talking about with Bank of America. Sorry, you may have lost me for a minute, guys. Kitty. Sorry, you may have lost me for a minute there, guys. Hope you're back. What was I going to tell you? Yeah, two cool things. What was the first one? Oh, yeah. I picked up some, their Valentine's edition, shit, cupcakes, Hostess cupcakes. They only come eight to a pack instead of 10, because of course if they're going to change anything up and make a new flavor or specialty flavor, they're going to have to jack the price up. You know, even though you get less, you get less product and probably for the same price. But if you ever, I love these things. We picked up the Valentine's Day Hostess cupcakes. They have a raspberry filling. It's a chocolate cupcake, just a Hostess cupcake with a raspberry filling. I loved it. I thought it was delicious. Couldn't wait for my wife to try it. She took one bite and spat it out, so that's the worst fucking thing I've ever had in my life. So, I was hoping I could come in here and tell you how amazing these things were, but I'm not sure they are now. They were to me. I loved them. I thought they were great. I only corrected you because you said Melanie when reading my comment. Did I? Of course I did. You know me. Take a gummy and get back with us. The caffeine's working. I took a gummy. Took one earlier. Guess more cupcakes for you. Yep. Oh, God, I ate too many of them. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, yeah, and we'll talk about Ja. We'll talk about the Grizzlies real quick. Grizzlies, I watched them play today. They were in Berlin. And everybody keeps talking about Ja don't want to be here. Ja don't want to be here. I don't care. Get them out of here. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Every day on Facebook. Ja doesn't belong in Memphis. Ja's too big for Memphis. Ja needs to be in a major market. Everybody always shits on my city. Constantly shitting on my city. They say we don't deserve anything. We don't deserve anything major league. We don't support them, which is total bullshit. We do support them. We just know that Ja doesn't want to play here anymore. And if he don't want to play here, we don't want him here. But yeah, it just seems like what's going on with the media trying to tear cities apart, certain cities. And you ever wonder about that? Because the cities that they usually tear apart tend to be black cities. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Cities like Birmingham, cities like Memphis, cities like St. Louis, who are majority black now. They don't want them to have any sports teams. They don't think they deserve them. Oh, they don't need to be there. They'll never support them. I just really look at what happens daily. If you really glance in there behind the headlines, you can see it all over the place, how bad we are as a country at just being fucking ridiculous about race. Stop the shit, man. That black person right over there, I am no better than that black person right there. I am no better than that brown person right there. I'm no better than that yellow person right there. And yeah, you can laugh that I'm calling them brown, yellow, red. I mean, and it can be considered a bad thing, but you get what I'm saying, okay? I'm no better. It amazes me that people think that they're smarter than another race. I just don't buy that, dude. I think if you put races together with the same education and the same level of everything together, you're not going to find much difference, to be honest with you. It's all environment. It's all it's the environment. It's how you live, how your neighborhoods are. Yes, Maria. They laid her dad to rest that day, so I went all out and took the charges back 4 years ago, and I got over. Wait, I missed your story. I'm gonna have to read it. Sorry, I missed you, Wolfie. I was rambling. I was in call center, and I was making costumes. Customers cry because I was getting back all the stolen money that Bank of America was letting their customers get robbed of, and one was a daughter of a vet. That later dad to rest that day, so I went all out and took the charges back 4 years and got her over $20,000 back. And that got you in trouble, man, because you went against the man there, Wolfie. Wolfie. It's impressive, man. That's fucking impressive. I love it. I love it. I don't love the fact that you got fired, but I love the fact that you were doing good. You know, that you stuck it to the man and you said, "Look, this isn't right. This is what it is." Everybody give it up for Wolfie. It's good stuff, man. That's warrior stuff. Exactly what we want in the CTG. Yes, Maria. I have to head out to help my daughter with her her schoolwork, but she's homeschooled. She's homeschooled, but something I help her with after dinner if she needs the help. Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? Wolfie's a little. I knew you were around here for a reason, Wolfie. Wolfie took action. You know, a lot of people that takes a lot of balls to do stuff like that, to take action on something you think's right that could cost you your job. I mean, that's a big deal, dude. Look at Wolfie with the win, man. No, I did it with all the customers. I love loopholes in the system. Even better, man. That's how they screw us. That's how they screw us. If we could find our own loopholes, man, we would be. You know what I mean? That's why I was talking about earlier. I really don't think that this civil war that's going to happen is going to be between red versus blue. I think it's really going to be between the 1% versus the 99% that have had enough. That's what I hope would happen. I hope that people on both sides would come to their senses and realize, yeah, we're getting screwed in every which direction. Time for it to stop. All right. See you, Swan. Swan, you gone? I wanted to ask Swan something. You still there, Swan? Got to ask you a very serious question. Swan, if you're still there. The first Civil War in the America. I don't think it's going to get there, Wolfie. I some days I doubt it. Okay, you're here. All right, Swan, I got a question for you. Are you a real redhead? Simple. You're a real redhead? Anybody else wonder that? You are. Okay. I've ooh, I want to know too. She just said I am. red, redheads have always been kind of a. My daughter is too, but not my son. Yeah. I don't know. Redheads are kind of a firebrand, aren't they? That's what they're known for. I guess that's just because of their color of hair, though. I've always. No, I shouldn't share that, but redheads are. Shirley Manson from Garbage. That's all I'll say. Shirley Manson from the band Garbage. Oof. Oof. Right, Wolfie? Right. Anybody else? Shirley Manson, Garbage. Look it up. Look up older pictures, though. I don't know how she looks anymore. Say change the subject. Let me see. I think it's a stereotype. I'm the most calm person. You're the best. Never dated one, but always wanted to. Wolfie? Don't make this weird. It's too late, man. No, I haven't known a ton of redheads in my life, but I will tell you one of the most critical thinkers I've ever met was my boss at one point, and he was younger than I was, and he was a redhead. Great guy. Still kind of keep in touch with him a little bit. Many years ago. Fall of Cam Count 10. It hadn't been 10, dude. Look, I told you the fan's on high. I got the board right here. It's pushing it down. Busting my balls. I never yell at anyone because if I yell at you, then walls get put up and I won't be fully heard. Such a simple way to look at it and say it. I struggle with that. Clearly, you've seen me struggle with that. Y'all are like, really? You struggle with that? No, I do. I do struggle with that. Because I can be the most chill fucker you'll ever meet in your life in 1 minute, and then it just turned completely around. But to be honest with you, it's never, it doesn't happen that often. It's not like people are just out there waiting to piss me off. You know what I mean? Waiting to violate somebody's rights or be a prick to somebody and have to have me come defend them. But yeah, tone of voice is a big thing. So, Swan Song, you need to let me know when my tone is at a ridiculous level 15 to dial it back a notch. Take it to a 10. How about that? I have to admit I'm a sucker for a redhead, but don't make it weird. Relaxing. You're awesome, man. That was great. Good one, man. If you want my attention, just twist my nipple and you'll have all my attention. I don't really have a story for that one. I taught my kids the same. Taught, not thought. Yeah. That's cool. Oh man, you guys. Oh, last night we got a guy. No, yesterday I came on. I was talking to relaxing when I was on my way home from the from whatever. I think I was grabbing lunch or something. And told you about not having a show last night. I was only on for like 10 minutes and we got a sub. And the guy seemed pretty cool. I'd hope he'd come back in tonight. He was a Trump guy. He was kind of busting my balls a little bit, but he seemed like might be the type that would fit in quite well. So I was hoping to see him. He did sub. When you get a sub in a 5 or 10 minute live stream, that's pretty cool. I like that. Feels good. All right. Okay. Cool. It all depends on how you feel, how fired up you are today. Was 10 easy? You're too loud. I remember I'll say sourpuss if you're loud. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do one for the hell of it. I got 4 of you here, 5 of you. I'm going to do the 5-second rule game. Just one. Because I'm not going to be here much longer on this planet. Not just kidding. All right, here we go. Knock on wood. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, before I read you this question, now relaxing, you weren't here for this, but we did this thing. We did a little quick game. You see where I marked on the keyboard from where we were doing our thing the other night. This game, it's going to say name 3 of something, okay? And you don't have to name 3, just name 1 of that. And the best answer is gonna win. You're gonna win the Thursday night show. Okay. So, and remember, let's not make this weird. Here we go, guys. Name 3 things you can't resist. Well, this one's teed up. Wolfie, you gonna take this one? Wolf. Sorry, guys. Wolfie, you going to take that one? Name 3 things you can't resist. You only have to name 1. Okay. You say sourpuss, Wolfie. I had 2 friends that were a couple, and they fought all the time. Anytime they started saying things, I knew it was going to turn into a fight. I would just say pickle, and they knew to not go further. That's cool. That's just being proactive. I wish I could be a little proactive like that. It's good stuff. Okay, so here it is, guys. Name 3 things that you can't resist, or just one thing. It's teed up. It's teed up. See if anybody can knock it out. Remember, you're part of the CTG. You're a critical thinker. Which one's going to pull the trigger? Is it going to be Wolfie, or is it going to be relaxing? Did I lose y'all? Okay. Breathing. 3 things you can't resist. Breathing. I'll take it. I was in the shower. Sorry. Hey, Marie, we got a question here. It's for everybody. It's you got to name something that you can't resist. Best answer wins. Relaxing. Yeah, nobody else answer. Relaxing wins the night. He knew. He knew what I was waiting for. He knew it was teed up. And see, we think like that. You too, Wolfie. Wolfie comes with the I like Wolfie. Sometimes he'll come in with a real serious answer, and it's like, well, I can't deny that he's not wrong with that. He's absolutely right. Redheads. I can't resist antique stores. Yeah, those are awesome. Yeah, they are fun. Did you see what he said, Swan? See what you did? It's because of you. Thanks a lot. I'm back, y'all. We see you, Marie. We missed you. I said Swan 3 times. Oh, did you? I did. Perverts. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Not perverts. We're not preverts. We're definitely not preverts. Sometimes, but, you know. My God kind of understands the way I think. He still shapes me, though. He still. I don't use that as, well, my God knows that I do this and he's okay with it. That's not what I mean. I just mean, you know, He understands that I screw up from time to time, and he doesn't want to send me to hell because of it. That should count as redheaded. LOL. I didn't see it. I missed it. Is that like battle guys? Battle geese? Battle guys? Battle guys. Ha ha. But I can't. You're fun. No, we're not. Beetlejuice. That's something you can't resist. Wait, what am I talking about? Why won't autocorrect let me spell that movie name? LOL. Yeah, that's weird. Guys, the last thing, this is the last topic. I want to run this by you real quick. All right. This is, I just want to know your opinion on this. Today we're seeing over here in Memphis, what's happened over here is Musk put up a AI plant in a black neighborhood over here, and Memphis tried to get it stopped, and they pushed it through. He's a billionaire. He'll get whatever the fuck he wants. That's all there is to it. If he wants it, he's going to get it. But what was interesting about it was South Haven. That's south of us. That's where a lot of the white people who work in the city moved to. They live out there, and the whole time were making fun of the black people, saying, yo, you don't want it in your neighborhood. Oh, these are jobs. These are great jobs coming in, and da 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 da. Well, interesting thing, the few jobs that it did bring, they got laid off. They got laid off yesterday. Okay, so with no notice. Now, on top of that, what's happened now is Musk has said, we're going into South Haven. The thing that's so fucking funny about it and proves how racist we are as a country is now every one of the South Haven people who were saying, oh, y'all don't want jobs, y'all don't want good things coming into your community, are saying hell no to Musk. How do you get your brain around that problem there? How do you not see that problem? That you were okay with it when it was going into a black neighborhood, but now that it's coming to your neighborhood, oh, hell no. Okay, but what's even more disturbing than that is there was a big write-up today about those people losing their jobs, these temporary workers, as they called them, temporary. Okay? Disgusting, because it was a black girl that they showed talking about, well, they just didn't give us a notice or anything. And you go straight into the comments, and these nasty motherfuckers are all defending this piece of shit, Elon Musk. They're all in there saying the job was temporary. And the job is, what do they think? It was a temporary position. And I'm like, dude, I'm going in there and I said, brother, you're fucking defending the world's richest man over a fucking black female who just wants to eat. Are you fucking serious right now? Right? So, here's my thing, okay? This AI shit, out of hand, out of control, out of hand, out of control, completely out of control, and it might be to the point where we need to make it stop. Yeah. It might be that time. I ain't for it. I was never asked about it. I didn't want it. I don't give a fuck about it. They're taking our drinking water. These places take the AI plants take up a lot of water, and that's why Memphis was so concerned. First off, but yeah, where have we come as a country where you can go on Facebook and defend Elon Musk, the biggest villain, fucking super villain motherfucker you've ever seen in your life, and you think he's gonna do anything good for you at all? For you? You're defending him. What the fuck, dude? Defend your people. Defend Americans. Don't defend this scumbucket who's going to ruin our entire planet with his AI bullshit. Did you see the story today where the AI is it's undressing women? Yeah, undressing women. And they don't know why. and kids, women and kids. It's just undressing pictures of women and kids. Yeah. Time to make it stop, people. If it means doing something illegal, you know, use your best judgment. Okay? Because when something is that far against the people, then it's no longer relevant. That's what I'll say about that. I'd burn them all fucking down, personally. I mean, what are the advantages? Tell me the advantages. What are they? I please, for God's sake, tell me. The advantages are for him to line his fucking pockets even more, and to not only that, to dominate the world because he controls what the world sees. He controls what the world sees. And with AI, he can make the world see what he wants the world to see that's not really there. That's the game. That's everything. That's everything all in one right there. Us versus them. 1% versus the 99%. The greed's gone on long enough. It's time to cut off the feed trough and take it back. It's ours. If enough people say at the same time enough, guess what? They're done. They're done. We have so much more power than they do. So much more. I don't care about guns. I don't care what kind of weaponry they have. I don't care about any of that. Because you know what we got? We got the CTG. We got amazing thinkers. And we ain't going to let y'all just come in here and take our shit. Understand that. All right. Here we go. If me and him were to live together, it would get hot in here. We need ice. Fuck ice. I'm tired of them. The language. You can't Nazi their own racism. The only good ice is the ice that makes ice fall on their own asses. Wolfie, look at this point. We're trying to get rid of the harder criminals, and the public is trying to get in their way. But here's the thing, Wolfie. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to whether or not you believe that foreigners on our soil have the right to due process. That's the entire game. If we were sent over, if we were in another country, and we got arrested for something, we would want due process, right? Wouldn't we? And so, yeah, it's how it was done. I see a lot of people today. There was a gotcha video that was showing Obama talking about he didn't want, he wanted to stop illegal immigrants, and they were using it as like a gotcha moment or something. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. No, that's not a gotcha moment. We knew that. We knew that about Obama. Absolutely, we knew that. But, yeah, he deported a lot of people, but he did so with due process. They're going to tell you he didn't, but he did. He did. So don't listen to the he didn't. He did. Let's see. So that's what I'm saying about them. So, of course, people here illegally, yeah, they should go through the process. There ain't no doubt about that. But that's the thing, man. The Reds, they think that they have this idea that we're trying to just let people in who can't vote, by the way. Let's talk about that. Illegals don't vote. They can't vote. They're not voting. And if they did vote, they risk a felony. So let me think. Somebody who's in this country illegally, what's something I can do that will keep me under the radar? Let me vote for a fucking president. I mean, really break it down, man. It's a simple thing, all right? We don't want illegals here to win an election because they can't vote, and it's stupid. And first, and secondly, why wouldn't you want to govern for all colors and all people? Why wouldn't you want to? What's All right, I see. I'm trying to. I don't know what happened, man. I was coming down. I was coming down. I was coming down. Something about the ice thing. Oh, I know what it was, guys. I got the coolest shirt today. I bought two shirts today off eBay. Splurged a little bit. Of course, they're both protest shirts. First shirt. What's the first shirt say? Oh yeah, fuck ice. That's what the first shirt says. That one's on the way. They're both on the way. But the shirt that I really like, it's the same. It was so cool. I had to pay a little extra for it, but I don't think he was offer. He was wanting enough for the shirt because it was so unique. Holy shit! I'm so excited I got it. I paid $30 with shipping. It's a, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's a I don't even know what brand it is. It looks older, and on the back it's got like four F's or something, which means nothing up top. But on the front, it's got a graphic. I swear to God, of Mickey Mouse standing on top of a swastika and puking on it. I saw it and I was like, how is this here? How has nobody snatched this up immediately? And that was a must buy on the spot. And it's on the way. And I can't wait to show you guys. Mickey Mouse standing on top of a swastika, puking on it. Yeah, that's me. That's me. All right, where are we at? But we do have it, so use due process. Well, I mean that's the thing, man. He wants to do it. He wants to do it. Trump wants everyone to think that everything's a very simple process. It's the way he. It's what he's always done, and it's never a simple process. So he's bending the rules to make it a simple process. I understand what he's doing, but he's not bending the rules. He's broken the rules. So, do it, but it's just going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. He wants it to happen overnight. He's talking about, did you see this bullshit? He's talking about going into Iran, but only if it's a quick strike and everybody gets out. Dude, what? Is he a fucking clown? Does he not understand what's happening over there? Clearly he doesn't. If we somehow got involved in that over there ain't going to be no quick strike and it's all over. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. Should we? I don't know. That's a discussion for a different day. But the point is, he wants to make everything seem like it's going to be quick fix, quick fix, quick fix. Never is, never is, never is. Never is. All right. No, but Biden will try to do what he can do to stop illegal immigrants. Well, I mean, look, I mean, you can look back on Biden and you can say there's a lot of things you can say about but the one thing you can't say is this notion that everybody wants to, when they say that Biden had the borders completely open, it never fucking happened. Were they actively trying to catch as many people as they could have? Probably not. But to say that, to just have this idea that he just swung the gates open, that's not true. That did not happen. Any number that they say of potential illegals that came across during Biden's term is grossly exaggerated, at a minimum, grossly exaggerated. Because initially they were saying 5 million, and then they said 10 million. You got to keep your eyes open for this shit. And then it became 20 million. And now some people are saying 25 million. And again, I ask you, where? Where are they? That's 25 cities that are as big as the top 9 cities. They're only, let me rephrase that. There's only 9 cities with over 1 million people in them. So you're telling me that we got 25 new major metropolitan areas. Where? Where are they at? All full of Mexicans or whatever they want to say they are. Rapists, killers, wherever they're from. Where? I mean, are they on the roof? Where are they at? Are y'all in here? I mean, that's what I'm saying, people. You listen, really listen. When it starts out at 5 and oh, that works well with the people. Oh, well, let's make it 10. Well, that worked even better. Oh, let's make it 20. I mean, come on, man. That's use it. Use it. No, he didn't. He didn't close them. No, you're right. Calm down, bro. No, you're right. He didn't close them, but and I mean, you know, I could always go back to the bill that Biden tried to pass that Trump told him to kill because he knew it would hurt him politically. So I mean, you know, there's enough to go around. Yeah, we can talk about bad moves, and they're in spades on both sides. Right? You can agree with that, right? They do make dumb decisions. I swear to God. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got a little ramped up again for some reason. I don't know why. I gotta stop that shit. Y'all calm me down though. Even if I was fired up from something y'all said, it's cool, man. That's what we're here to work through it. To work through it. To know that one of us isn't going to go out angry and about something and vent in someone's face. We're venting here. We're talking here. And it's just tearing me up that I can't hear your voices and see you. That's it's not easy for me. They're in government housing. You won't see them. They're at our stores with $6,000 months of food stamps. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. If you're coming and you're bringing those facts and they come from a good place, and I'm not gonna push that. When I've never said it wasn't a problem. It's absolutely a problem. It's a problem. I think it's a, if you really break it down, I think it's a much bigger, less. I don't think it's as huge a problem as what people are making it out to be. I think the bigger problem is the billionaires. I mean, because they're, we're buying into a culture war. I mean, we see it. We see some of it, but they're going to blow it up and exaggerate it and make it something that it's really not, to demonize an entire race of people. I mean, when you start treating people like animals, then you know that the propaganda or something is working, and it's not a good thing to be working, because humans aren't supposed to do that shit to each other. They're really not. We can talk borders all day, and whether we should have borders, but that's another conversation. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it's a society we need to advance instead of falling back into these old traps, man, where people against people. Let's find where the real problem is, and when you have the top 1% pulling almost 85% of the new profit, that's a problem. I mean, really, it should all come down to that. But it won't be. It'll be people, I'm on his side. I'm on his side. Be on your side. Be on your side. Want more, expect more. You bust your ass. Wolfie, all of y'all, I know, bust your ass in one way or another, okay? So why not get what you deserve? You know what I mean? It's been too long. Too long that the little guys have been stomped down and not talked about, not cared about. We've just been expected to buy their bullshit. Let's constantly feed it to their bullshit. Eventually, we're going to run out of fucking money, man. Why did no one roll their prices back once their prices went down? And we all know their prices went down. Nobody's rolled their prices back. That tells you what they think about us. And we got to get on that same page. I love y'all to death. Okay? Leave y'all with that. Whoever's giving me those hearts, thank you. Wolfie, we're cool, man. We're cool. Thank you for letting me vent a little bit, man. And we're good, right? Give me a 1 or a thumbs up. I don't want to, I don't want you to think that I was talking at you when you brought those things up. And hopefully it didn't come across like that. Hopefully you understood I was talking at this. Okay? Because I'm not going to do that to you unless you just all of a sudden say something that's completely off base, that's not, that you wouldn't normally say. Then I would say something, but otherwise, no. I like it. It's a good discussion, brother. I love it. Stop federal taxes. No shit, man. No shit. Taxation without representation is theft. All right, guys. I love y'all. See you tomorrow night. Let's do it again. And tomorrow night, we'll play a game or something. I tried to find one today. I couldn't really find anything new. I know we can go back to some of the classics, but I want to get something. Again, if we get these, you 2, 3, 4 in here, remember, guys, 4 of us. Tomorrow, there's going to be more of us. Okay? Love you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.